Welcome to the Warmup, and thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Ted Madden. It's a new year, but for high school hoopsters, it's the same goal. Get to state. Let's get you warmed up. "2023 is upon us, which means both boys and girls are into district play. Big matchups are going down this week, and we preview some of them in the lineup, presented by Xochitl, Chips, and Salsa. "16 6A is always jumbled at the top in football and in basketball, and this year is no different. Two of the favorites go at it Friday, as Cy Falls takes on Cy Springs. After a slow start, the Golden Eagles are finally in the rankings at number 23 in the state. Most of the focus will be on JoJo Tugler, who is one of the best players in the Houston area. But his supporting cast of Dalen Porter and Tamarius Jarman have stepped up their game as well. At Cy Springs, Stoney Hadnot leads the way for the Panthers. These two met a couple weeks ago at a holiday tournament, and Cy Falls won by 13. Look for a closer game this Friday night. A nice top 10 matchup in the private ranks goes down Friday as number 1 Houston Christian faces number 6 Tomball Concordian Lutheran. The Crusaders are blessed with some serious rim protectors as they have length for days. Jesse Fuller, Donovan Holcomb, and Howie Keene are all 6'5" or taller. Concordian Lutheran went 27-9 last year and are hoping to build on that success. Houston Christian, on the other hand, is off to an amazing start. The Mustangs entered this week at 18-3 with solid wins over quality UIL teams. Sophomore Montana Wheeler paces Houston Christian at the point guard position and has plenty of outside weapons to dish to, including Carter Seeliger. This game should have a playoff-type atmosphere as well.
Warm up your game day with the authentic flavors of ancient cooking. So thin, so crisp, so good. So chill.
His dad is an NBA champion, but Strake Jesuit's Jace Posey is paving his own way on the hardwood and the track. We caught up with him on the recruiting trail.
Hi, my name is Jace Posey. I go to Strake Jesuit College Preparatory, and I'm a point guard. One of the main reasons I say is our relationship. They're one of the first schools to reach out to me, so I got to talk to them the most throughout some of the high school season and AAU season, and just building a relationship with the coaches, getting to learn more about the program and their players and the system. And I just felt like it was the right one for me, so I'm excited to join them next year. I take pride on handling the ball. I feel like I don't need the ball to score, but I feel like when I get downhill, I have to rely on my handle a lot and my pickups, make sure I grasp the ball. So, that's a very detailed, very important part of my game. And then you just got to be tough around the basket. And, that's the main part of the game. People are going to be closing in. So having the skill of passing, you need that also. I'm not afraid to find an open teammate. I like watching LeBron and James Harden. I think those are two very good players in today's game. Nowhere near their greatness yet, but I try and pick up on the little things that they do, and I work on those. I feel like every normal teenage boy likes to play video games, so I'm on the game quite a bit, or I'm just out hanging out with friends, eating food, just socializing. I'm a very social person. This season, one of the things I like a lot about my team is I feel like we're actually a team. Like, we enjoy spending time together. We spend time with each other in basketball and outside of basketball, and the coach doesn't really have to ask us to do that. No internal beef. We all friendly, all family. And then throughout my years, I've been on the varsity for since my sophomore year. It's been a really fun journey. I think that's because Coach Amorosa, he really emphasizes being a team and playing the right way. And when everybody buys into that, you just have a fun season. You have a fun time playing the game. On the court, I want them to think of me as a good player, a good teammate. Off the court, I take a lot of pride into how I treat my friends, how I treat people who aren't my friends. I just make sure I speak to the teachers, speak to the staff, and just, how I carry myself around school just in a positive way.
There are other great basketball matchups this week, and we preview some of them in the Hype. Saturday afternoon, Katy Cinco Ranch takes on Seven Lakes in a 19 6A battle. Seven Lakes is undefeated in district, but the Cougars are right behind them at 4-1. The Spartans are a team to look out for come playoff time, as they have a great inside-out presence. AJ Bates is a dominant ball handler who also gets a large amount of steals. Meanwhile, Josh Ekpovwa swats shots on one end and uses his low post moves for buckets on the other. Cinco Ranch is very guard-oriented. They are led by three-year letterman Derek Coleman'sberger and Drew Joyce. The winner here takes a big step toward that conference crown. The Fort Bend Austin girls take on Fort Bend Hightower Friday, and this one will go a long way to determining who will be the 26A champion. The Bulldogs were so close to making it to state last year and have come out of the gates on fire this year. They were 20-1 going into this week and ranked 12th in the state behind big-time scorer Andrea Sturdivant. Hightower is ranked 15th in the state and are 17-2 going into this week. We should see both of these teams going on deep playoff runs in February. Last week, our defensive title belt went to the Pearland Dawson basketball team. Let's take a look at their performance, plus see who might be in line for a title belt this week. The Eagles never let Klein Forest get started in last week's 79-44 victory. Dawson turned defense into offense and got great play from Jaden Miller, who was all over the place at the Vipe Invitational Tournament. This week, the Katy Seven Lakes girls team could be in line for a title belt. They take on 13th ranked Katy and will need to attack them defensively in order to pick up a victory. That's going to do it for today's show. For even more high school basketball content, be sure to follow us on our social media accounts, including Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I'm Ted Madden, and I hope you get out to a hoops game near you.